From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, police officers in Wellington were pelted with bottles and fireworks last night after a crackdown on a 200-strong boy racer convoy. The group, with vehicles coming from areas such as Whanganui, Levin and Palmerston North, attempted to set up a meet at Motukaraka Point around 10 p.m, but were met with an alcohol checkpoint. Troy Matic reports.
They moved on to Granada North, but were again apprehended by police. Hutt Valley Area Commander Inspector Wade Jennings says fortunately no officers were injured, but calls the behaviour completely reckless and unacceptable. 4 people were arrested and 22 fined.
Drivers are being urged to make sensible choices this summer. Last year, 292 people lost their lives on the road. Superintendent Steve Greeley says impaired driving causes great risk.
It's a really big one in this country when we think about drugs, alcohol and fatigue.
The holiday road toll count began at 4 p.m. and runs through to 6 a.m. on January 5th. Purse strings appear to be tight this Christmas Eve as last-minute shoppers hit the stores. Today's once again taken the title as the year's busiest shopping day, but peak hour transactions are still lagging behind previous years. Kate Rickard has more.
More than 563,000 transactions went through between midday and 1 p.m, compared to more than 607,000 last year and 627,000 in 2023. This follows earlier Worldline figures showing spending last week was also down annually for core products like clothes and electronics.
Visitors to Abel Tasman National Park are being advised to give a leopard seal in the area plenty of space. The marine predator's been regularly seen in the holiday hotspot for several weeks. DOC Senior Marine Technical Advisor Jodie Ware says it's unusual to see leopard seals in the region as they're normally found much further south. She says it seems happy and healthy, but people should stay at least 20 metres away on both land and water. And that's news. To sport, and Auckland FC boss Nick Beck is frustrated with the lack of communication from Sydney FC after the postponement of Saturday's A-League clash. The Black Knights were due to fly across the Tasman tomorrow, but Leichhardt Oval's pitch was deemed not up to scratch. Becker says the Sydney club would have known about its field problem for weeks.
Fair play to them. Sydney's had some pretty shocking weather lately. But, the fact that they didn't, A, flag it as a concern weeks ago, and B, try and find an alternative venue is pretty disappointing.
A group of 15 yachts will scatter rose petals off the coast of Bondi Beach during this year's Sydney to Hobart race in memory of the 15 lives lost during the Bondi terror attack. Meanwhile, the 129 starters have been told winds will be much lighter than the boat-breaking conditions that resulted in 2 deaths last year. And that's sport. I'm Scarlett Swetanovic.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.